let's talk hamstrings. Obviously hamstrings are a particularly important area for any athlete, especially the running athlete. They do unfortunately get overloaded, they do unfortunately tear, and they do unfortunately get really, really sore, don't they, Tess? So for me, a large proportion of hamstring pain and problems for me always indicates that there's probably problems here in front of the hip, especially this rec fem, which would potentially gets tight, short, and the hamstring unfortunately then becomes lengthened and then loaded. So it's not like it's always short and tight. The sort of treatment that I like to do on the hamstrings a lot of the time is what I call passive release techniques, which is basically passively taking the client or the athlete through range of movement and then working the tissue at the same time. So I'm going to show you just a really quick technique for this that I use with a lot of the athletes that I work with. Keep in mind that it depends on the size of your athlete and how heavy their leg is. Tess is gold. She's lean, she's strong, she's powerful, but if this was a rugby player, this could be a very different scenario. So you'll have to keep in mind the weight, the size, and the length of the hamstrings. Also, and this has happened when we've worked at Olympic level, you know, me being all 5'9", possibly 10, working on, say, a volleyball player or even a basketballer, I'll probably need, obviously, another table to have these clients on because their hamstrings are almost as long as I am. So keep in mind the type of athlete that you're going to be working with and how you're going to manage the size of their leg. It's quite simple, just a little bit of cream through the length of the hamstrings themselves. And the beauty of this technique is that you're going to be able to work through the hamstrings as you take them through their range of movement. So it's just a deep, long, purposeful pressure all the way through. Make sure that you pick up the medial hamstrings, make sure you pick up the lateral hamstrings, make sure you pick up the midpoint of the mid-belly. All of the hamstrings needs to be addressed, and explore the end of the range of movement as well for your clients and your athletes, because you probably find it's at the end of that range of movement where the real benefit you'll get in terms of releasing this group of muscles. All right,